Hi everyone, I'm Dani Walker. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about how to become an influencer. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, give this episode a thumbs up, and hit that notifications bell so you don't miss any new episodes. Also follow me on social media at Dani Walker. I'm doing this how to be an influencer episode because I get a lot of questions or really comments from people saying that they want to live my life, that they want to be self-employed, that they want to travel more, that they want to be an influencer, so to speak. And I really want to talk about this because I feel like the term influencer now is so loosely used. If it is really something that you want to do, I really want to discuss that to help you to be able to do that effectively. The first thing I'm going to talk about is purpose. So if you want to be this influencer because of this great lifestyle that you have in mind, it's probably not going to be for you, because the lifestyle that you see from influencers who you follow, that's the front end of what they're doing. There's so much more that goes into the back end to be able to produce content like that, or to be able to have opportunities like getting to be whisked around the world by different brands. The reason they can do that is because they have something that different brands want from them. The first thing I would say is identifying your purpose and finding out that bigger goal of why you're really doing this, not because you want to be like somebody you're following on Instagram, not because you want to make fast money, but really a deeper purpose. Because if your goal is just to get a ton of Instagram likes or a ton of followers, like shoot, just go and buy those ones if that's really your goal. But if you really want to have a sustainable job and career and really create longevity, then it's important to know why you want to do what you want to do. And for me with my YouTube channel, it all started not because of money, not because really didn't know that YouTubers were a thing, honestly. I didn't know that that was a job that you could do. But I started my channel because I thought back to when I was a contestant. And I knew how hard it was to find information online to help you prepare for a pageant. And I also knew that because of the financial circumstances that I had grown up in, that for a lot of girls, finances is a really, really big issue. And that there are so many young women out there who just want a chance, who, if they had a little bit of that guidance, regardless of their socioeconomic background, they could be just as successful as somebody else whose parents or friends or family members paid for everything for them. And my heart is with those contestants, because I remember being that little girl who just wanted someone to give me a break, to just give me a chance one time. And I had a couple of those people along the way. So I said, you know what, I want to share with these young women what I've learned from pageantry. And really it's grown from there. And since I'm not competing in pageants anymore, I want to share not only about pageantry, but really now my opportunities beyond pageantry because of this YouTube channel or because of the coaching business that I've created. And I want to share all of that with you who are looking to do the same thing. If this is the first time that you've been hearing some of these things, or this is a new way that you're thinking about actually being an influencer in your industry, then just comment first down below. And then also share whatever else is on your mind, because I really want to hear from all of you out there right now. And I want to know that this information is getting through to you, because honestly, it's just changed the trajectory of my life, understanding all of these things. The next thing, aside from your purpose and knowing what you really want to do with your brand, is really centering everything at service. It should be service before self. Before you look at what you're going to get from being an influencer, a YouTuber, a blogger, or starting your own business, whatever it is, you really need to focus on what you are giving to people. And that's one of the reasons that my channel, I think, started picking up momentum and becoming successful. This is really a labor of love. It's so time consuming, but I enjoy doing it. This is where my heart is, because I know it's so impactful. And like I said, I just think back to that younger me and how much I needed a little bit of help and a little bit of guidance. So that's what motivates me to do what I do. And service is at the center of that. It's about serving women and helping them to reach their next goals, to reach that full potential. You know, there's a really great quote that I've been hearing a lot, and a lot of people wait until they have money or they wait till they have success to give back. Like that's their plan. Well, it's a lot harder to give away $100,000 when you've made $1 million than it is to give away $10 when you've made $100. So not only service, but actually giving. So from the very beginning of my channel and when I started becoming financially, I would say, literate or responsible, I started donating 10% of everything I earned. And I have stuck to that ever since I made that commitment. And I think that it's really fostered this feeling of generosity and helped me to become a more generous person and to serve people better. And that's one of the first things I would encourage all of my, influencers or people that want to be self-employed to do. Center your business around service and giving to others, because that is when people are really going to want to give back to you. The next thing you have to offer is value. So no matter what your business is, what your content is, what you want to do, you need to really be adding value to people's lives. So whenever I do a YouTube video, I'm always trying to think, okay, what is the takeaway for my viewer when they watch this episode? What is the thing that they're struggling with, and how can I help them overcome that obstacle? And how can I do it in a way that is easier to understand or helps them understand faster, or really just teaches them something completely new that no one else is teaching? So I'm always looking for ways to deliver value, whether that means the videos themselves, advice that I have on social media, or just free content or freebies that I give away through my email list. So finding that value is so important because it's competitive. People can go anywhere to get information, and you want them to be coming to you and thinking about you. And the way that you're going to do that in a sustainable way is with continual growth and always looking for, how can I add value to my customers? Next thing is investment. So you wouldn't expect to get a college degree without attending classes, right? You wouldn't expect to get a job without going to that interview or without having some kind of job training, right? So I don't understand why so many influencers out there want to just be overnight successes without investing anything in themselves or within their content and what they're putting out. So when I first started, I didn't have anything but my cell phone to film on, and that was fine. I was still able to deliver things. But as the channel grew and progressed, I kept investing. It's consistent. I'm always reading books, listening to podcasts. I am spending money on editing software. I'm spending money on editing apps, on upgrading my camera. All of that costs money. Granted, that's money that the channel has produced, right? But I'm constantly reinvesting to, once again, deliver that value back to my customers. So it's really silly when people just want to become these, influencers, so to speak, and they're not willing to invest in themselves. And it's so important to do that. And I have to say, I've heard it from a lot of different entrepreneurs that every time that they made a great investment in themselves or really their business, that business grew. And I've noticed that too. Every time I have invested in some way into myself, into my business, it's always grown because of it. So y'all need to start putting your money where your mouth is. Last thing I'm going to touch on today is engagement. So after you're putting out all of this great content, right? And then you've invested, you have your purpose, you have your mission, you're serving people, and you're just like, wow, people are not responding. A great example is when people want to grow their Instagram accounts and they're just thinking, okay, I'm going to post this beautiful photo and everybody's going to love it, and they don't. And it gets really low engagement. Well, the reason it's usually getting low engagement is because you are not engaging with other people. You can't just sit there and go like, here I am, world, love me. You have to actually engage with others. So if you want higher Instagram engagement, start going on other people's profiles. Follow them. Please don't follow to unfollow. That's not good. Genuinely follow people. Like their photos, comment on their photos, reply to their stories, reply to their DMs. Take time out in your day to do that. When I have my YouTube channel, granted, I get hundreds of comments on things every single day on YouTube and on Instagram, on any social media platform, plus I get emails every day. And I take the time to respond to each and every one of those people because those people took the time to even comment for me. And not only it's just like creating this great relationship with your audience, you can learn things from your audience. You can ask them questions. You can do Instagram polls. You can do email surveys. You can ask the people who are interested in you and watching you, why do they watch you? Why do they come back to your page? Why do they comment? Take that information and scale it out, because if that's attracting some people, it's probably going to attract others. And if things are not working on your social media or on your channel, ask your current followers why. Ask them what they want to see. A lot of times as creators, we think that we know best and we know what our viewers need, but we could be totally off the mark on that. So I've learned how important it is. Just ask people what they want to see on your channel. Keep that communication going two ways and just engage with those people. Show them your appreciation. If you only have 10 followers, treat those 10 followers really well. Appreciate those subscribers. You know why? Because those people are going to become your super fans, and those people are going to come back and they're going to tell all their friends to follow you. And maybe they have 5,000 followers, and maybe some of those 5,000 are going to tell their friends about you. If you really want to grow, you need to be authentic. You have to be sincere. This cannot really be about you. It has to be about what you're giving to other people, how you're engaging with them. And that's going to be a huge part for anyone really in the future that wants to be this influencer that has this life. And I think that understanding these are kind of things that I already did naturally with my channel, and I didn't realize what an impact they made until I started listening to other entrepreneurs. That's my advice to all of you who want to become self-employed, start a business, be an influencer in any kind of way, like a micro influencer, a massive mega influencer, whatever it is. Those are the things that you should really be focusing on. Don't go out there, don't buy fake followers. It's only gonna hurt you. Google is not dumb. YouTube is not dumb. If you have 3,000 Instagram likes and you only have 10 comments, then everybody knows that those likes or your followers are fake. If you're looking to get into brand collaborations, what's not as important as your follower numbers is actually the engagement you're getting from them. So brands are not dumb. They're not looking for people that even, have to have 100,000 followers, but they want that person who's getting maybe 50% engagement on each post that they're doing. They want somebody who has a community that they've already built around them. That's what they're paying attention to, guys. They are not dumb. So don't go and buy fake followers and try to take a shortcut, because it's not helping you in the long run. It's not going to get you paid. It's not going to get you to that goal that you really want to achieve. So guys, sorry about it. There's not really any shortcuts. It's a lot of hard work. It's a daily thing that these influencers are working on. So I wanted to share that with all of you. I wanted to just share what I've learned and my knowledge, just because I get so many questions about that now through my social media. But thank you for tuning into this episode. I hope that this was so insightful for you, that you learned a lot today. If you want to see more content like this, let me know. Also, be sure that you're subscribed. Hit that notifications button. Follow me on Instagram at Dani Walker. And if you watch this episode, please be sure, just screenshot this one and post it in your stories and tag me at Dani Walker. I want to hear from you. I want to hear what your biggest takeaway was, or maybe any things that I was really missing or that you wanted to hear more of in this episode. Be sure to post that, guys. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. I really appreciate it, and I hope that you'll be back for the next one.